And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Geis, his first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Here's Geis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking long for his tight end read. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Ready? The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. From the gun, Jones. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matthew Ioannidis in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Operating from the gun, Jones completes it to Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
I'm coming.
They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Let's go. Let's see outlaw.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins, and it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We got this. We got this. Check. Full tank. Spell. Ball shot. 58's the money. 58's the money. Hey, watch the ball.
Now it's Haskins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
You ain't doing nothing today.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Again, it's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check, ready. 15 on it.
Check three.
1, 6, 4, 3. Switch.
First carry for Royce Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch the pass. Go. 58, 58. Come on. Let it go.
From midfield now, Haskins. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Washington. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
56.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert flare, flare. Use your quarters.
Now Saquon Barkley, not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go. 8 read. Check 53. We don't want this. Check. Cross. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Giants first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Giants.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. This one complete to Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Jones now. Off play action. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Geis. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Haskins to throw on second down. He's got it to Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the double.
58 for Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Keep on cooking.
Kill!
That's it.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Check safety, check safety.
22, check, Bubba. 22, check, Bubba.
Off the draw, here's Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 9.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't...
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so second and 6 forthcoming. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Get it.
Second and 6. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Check 15, check 15.
Christian, travel.
Here's Jones on first down. Now he'll escape. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
On first down, this is Geis. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
58 for Mike, 58.
2nd down, Haskins. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. 56. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. Let's go.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones off the play fake. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Giants.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
It's second and inches at the 15-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and it's third down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 56. Exit, exit. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Watch it.
The toss out to Barkley. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Barkley, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. Rosas' kick is good, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ready? 90, Wolf. 56. Here we go,
On first down, Jones. That's caught. It's Coleman. Fighting through, and he's got space. Corey Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
At the 21-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third and 2, now Haskins. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Gallman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, box drop. Big dribble.
From the gun, Jones. That's Samuel, caught left side.
Jones pass, complete to Curtis Samuel. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. Sit down.
Jones now, operating from the gun. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards, the final tally. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
58, right there. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Haskins going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Ready,
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 44 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run him. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point safely through, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Jones. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here now, Johnny Townsend. They'll boot it away from about his 35. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run here with Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Take 4, take 4.
Here's Haskins to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
58.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
On second and 11 now. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
You ain't going nowhere. Back. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. It's free. Hey, watch it.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this one complete to Reed. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by nicoJVCom, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
6-6, pull it high. Let's go.
Here's Gallman. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run again here with Gallman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll try to pound it in with Gallman. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Wayne Gallman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
All day, every day.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58, right over there.
From the gun, Haskins. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a run with Geis. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they take a knee.
That's it, baby. We're gonna work.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, they keep